call to order.
Go in and
We have the Pledge of Allegiance. This is Middleman in the back. Would you lead us?
Very good.
Pledge of Allegiance. Lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everybody please stand. Happy birthday to Mr. Richard Voda Dan.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Richard. Happy birthday to you.
Let the candles out. Any more.
Later. At the Zinzi Club.
Yeah, don't light no candles.
Meeting call to order. Roll call.
Mr. Shields.
Here.
Mr. Eads.
Present.
Mr. Youngins.
Here.
Ms. Wright.
Here.
Mr. Carstone. Here. Mr. Bodine. Here. Mr. Brennan.
Here.
Mr. Evashevik.
Here.
Chief Coles.
Here.
Chief Caterino.
Here.
Mayor Foltz. Here. Mr. Elias.
Here.
Mr. Bicey. Here.
Now I'll turn the meeting over to Melissa Vaskovic for condemnation.
Thank you, President Shields. We have scheduled tonight condemnation hearings for 5 properties. They are identified on the agenda. Part of the process is we have to have a stenographer, also known as a court reporter here. You can see her at the end of the table. Her name is Mary. I've known her for decades. She's an excellent reporter. Her job is to take down every word that's spoken, so we have to make sure that we don't speak at the same time. It makes it very difficult for her to transcribe. So on the record, my name is Greg Evashevik. I'm the Borough Solicitor. I will be conducting tonight's hearings. We have scheduled 5 properties, 1709 Martha Street, 1713 Martha Street, 25 Harrison Street, 26 Harrison Street, and 1214 Louise Street. When council directs me to begin the condemnation process, the first thing I have to do legally is to conduct title searches, pardon me, to identify the names of the owners and also anyone that may have liens against the property or any interest in the property, so we can put everyone on notice, and I did that. The title searches will become part of the record. I'll mark them as Exhibit A. Based on the title searches, I then prepare notices of condemnation, which I then send to the borough manager, Mr. Ty, and he selects a hearing date, which he did for tonight. He then mails the notices to the owners, and sometimes there are multiple addresses based on the title search. He also mails them to anybody that may have a claim for into the property, such as the school district, Jordan tax, Allegheny County for unpaid taxes and so forth. And if there's a mortgage, things of that nature. So they're all listed on each notice and they're appropriately mailed out. Also, the properties have to be posted. We'll have testimony on that shortly. And also the engineer conducts a professional inspection of all the properties to determine their current condition and presents testimony about that tonight. Members of the public will have an opportunity to speak about these properties as well. And then we're done. If council desires tonight, this is properly advertised and it's a public meeting, they can vote to condemn the properties, in which case if they do, they will direct me to prepare written adjudications, which is a written decision about the findings of Borough Council. So the notices prepared went to the owners. I've already indicated the properties, but now I'm going to put on record the names of the owners based on title searches. So the 1709 Martha Street, we have Kitty L. Galuski, Galewski. 1713 Martha Street, we have Frank E. Bartek, Bartek, and Grace L. Bartek. Next one is 25 Harrison. The owner is Rick Coakley, Cokley. Next is 26 Harrison Street. The titled owner is Kathy A. Jack, Jack. And the last one is 1214 Louise Street. Title owner is Raymond C. Smith. So those individuals have all received notice of the condemnation. As part of the process, the borough manager, David Todd, prepares a certification indicating the actions he's taken, which will be identified in the record as Exhibit B. Mr. Todd, can you please, well, first of all, identify yourself for the record?
My name is David Todd, Borough Manager of Munhall.
All right, and the engineer, identify yourself for the record?
Matt Elias,
All right.
engineer, KLH.
All right, can you two raise your right hand to be sworn?
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, as you shall answer to God on the last great day.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Tice, the borough manager, did you prepare the borough manager's certification, which will become part of the record?
I have.
All right, and was tonight's hearing advertised in the newspaper?
It was advertised in the Valley Mirror and it appeared on October 9th.
Thank you. And was the property posted by someone in the
It was
borough?
posted on the 8th of October.
Okay, thank you. All right, so that is, will be introduced to the record as, excuse me, that's Exhibit C, I misspoke, the borough manager's certification. The notices, I already identified, they'll be collectively Exhibit B. Did you mail all those notices to the owners at the various addresses and also the entities that are entitled to notice of the hearing?
I did.
Okay. All right, so that's all the proper administrative tasks that have to be performed. They have been performed. So at this time, I'm going to turn my attention to the borough engineer. He's already identified himself. Mr. Elias, please state your position with the borough of Munhall.
I'm the borough engineer.
All right, and are you a registered engineer?
I'm not.
Okay. Are you work for an engineering company?
I do.
All right. Do you have experience in inspecting properties that may be dilapidated or in a dangerous condition?
I do.
All right, how long have you been working in that capacity?
I've been in the construction business for 26 years and I've been working for KLH for 19.
Okay, KLH is the borough engineer.
Correct.
All right, and at the direction of borough administration and borough council, did you conduct inspections of the 5 properties that I've identified?
I did.
All right, did you prepare written reports?
I did.
Did you also attach photographs depicting the current condition of each structure?
Yes.
All right, let's go through each of these individually. We'll start with, in the order it's on the agenda, at 1709 Martha Street. Can you give us, I see in the second paragraph of your reports, you talk about the condition. Can you read the second paragraph for 1709 Martha Street? Do you have that?
I did not.
Oh, you don't have them?
Here.
I do not either.
1709 Martha Street.
Second paragraph.
Sorry.
The structure was observed to be 2-story wood frame construction over concrete basement foundation. The house was noted to be in advanced state of repair, disrepair on the interior from what could be seen through a side door. This is most likely due to roof leakage, which caused black mold, falling plaster, and rotten wood. There is no other visible structural issues that could be seen from outside. There is, however, the possibility of the foundation being undermined at some point. The slope behind the house is unstable and eroding.
Thank you. Let's talk about 1713 Martha Street. Again, second paragraph of your report based on your inspection. Please read that.
The structure was observed to be as 2-story wood frame construction over a concrete basement foundation. The porch roof was rotten and falling. There were no other visible structural issues that could be seen from the outside. However, there is the possibility of the foundation being undermined at some point. The slope behind this house is also unstable and eroding.
Thank you. All right, 25 Harrison Street. Please tell us your findings based on your inspection.
The structure was observed to be a semi-detached 2-story wood frame construction over masonry block foundation. Windows and doors are missing, allowing water and pest damage. There is evidence of possible fire damage on the north side of the building, as well as excessive amount of graffiti.
All right, 26, don't see 26 Harrison Street.
Harrison.
I got the same.
Harris. Yes,
All right.
Harris Street.
All right, Harrison, 26 Harrison, it says Harris, did you mean Harrison Street?
Harrison.
That's my fault.
Okay,
Harrison Street.
26 Harrison Street, tell us your inspection findings, please.
The structure was observed to be a semi-detached two-story wood frame construction over masonry block foundation. The windows are open and are missing, allowing water and pest intrusion.
All right, and 1214 Louise Street.
This structure was observed to be a two-story wood frame construction over masonry block foundation. Porch roof is rotten and falling. The main roof appears damaged. Although no holes are visible, the asphalt shingles are deteriorated. Windows are open and are missing, allowing water damage and pest intrusion. The complete rear of the structure has failed,
Carport Jordan or Jordan Carport.
exposing the bathroom as seen in the photo.
All right, based on your inspection, do you and KLH have an opinion on whether all 5 of these structures constitute a nuisance in their current condition?
I believe they do.
And are the 5 structures in violation of existing borough codes?
They are.
And do the are the 5 structures fire safety and health hazards?
They are.
The 5 structures contain parts, if not the entire structure, which are structurally unsound.
They do.
And what is your recommendation to Borough Council? What should be done with these structures in their current condition?
I believe they should all be raised.
Okay. Okay, that concludes the presentation of evidence on behalf of Borough Administration and for the public. So we present this evidence to Borough Council, they make a decision. But we're now at the time in these hearings where the public has an opportunity to speak. If you have any questions for the witnesses that testified, or you want to talk about the properties, now will be your opportunity. Does anybody wish to speak? Yes, please come up to the podium and give us your name and address, please.
My name is Kitty Kelly Bear.
Well, you're gonna have to speak way louder than
She has
that.
to be able to hear you over there.
My name was Kitty Galuski. It's now Kitty Kelly Bear. My address now is 716 East 10th Avenue, Munhall.
Okay, so it's now Kitty L. Can you spell that last name, please? Because she has to get the record correct.
Kelly Bear, it's a hyphenated name. It's Kelly hyphen B as in boy, AIR.
Okay, all right, ma'am. So we identified you as the owner of 1709 Martha Street, is that correct?
That's correct as far as my name's on it.
Well, your name's,
I'm
sorry, go ahead.
I went through, the bank foreclosed on it. It went to sheriff's sale. Back in 2007, I have a letter here from the borough that my property was already condemned in 2007. And at that time, they told us they would help us and it was supposed to be taken care of then.
Okay, well, it wasn't done then, and now that's outdated, so we're going through it again. So you understand, based on the county property records and also the title search, the deed is still in your name, meaning the bank never took title of the property. You understand that?
And I went through bankruptcy, I did the whole thing, yes.
Okay, all right, and what do you want to say about the property? Do you disagree with the condition?
No, I don't disagree with it, but I don't believe that I'm responsible for any monetary costs to have that taken down.
Well, as a title owner, legally, in my opinion, you are, but the borough is considering taking action and using borough funds to demolish the structure, in which case the property would have to be liened. It's a requirement under law for the cost of the demolition. That's the process we're following.
Well, were the other houses liened?
Well, they will be when they're demolished.
Because the one that was next to ours, the borough cited him many times for dumping on that hillside behind where we live. When I bought that house, I was told those houses were there for 100 years, they weren't going anywhere. But he was able to clear all the vegetation behind the house, and then when he was done with that, he started dumping. And that house was torn down.
Okay, well, I don't know anything about that history. I'm only dealing with the structure that is titled in your name on Martha Street. So you understand, if the borough votes to condemn, you're not disputing the condition
No,
of
it was condemned in 2007.
Okay, all right, well, that's what will happen if they vote to condemn and the borough is able to secure funds to pay for the demolition, then the property would be lien, and that's every case, every condemnation I handle, those costs have to be liened against the property, it's a requirement. Do you understand that?
No, you told me that.
Okay, I'm not trying to be confrontational, I'm just telling you what the law is, so. Do you have any questions for me or members of council?
No.
Okay. All right, well, thank you for attending. Does anyone else wish to speak about any of the properties? Yes, sir? Or, sir, did you mind to speak?
I'm with my wife.
Okay, all right, sorry. Does anyone else want to talk? All right, no one else from the public indicating any interest to speak. Do any members of council have any questions?
I question how they got to this position, and I question if the property was condemned 25 years ago, why wasn't it dealt with? Why did we let it go? And, you know, aren't these the houses that have the landslide that was behind them, and that was the reason for condemnation? And they were never condemned before?
Well, Boomer,
Yeah,
jump in there, buddy.
David Cannon, code enforcement officer.
What's your last name?
Cannon, C-A-N-N-O-N. In
I
2007.
mean, hold on, I'm sorry. Let's stop for a second. Dave, you have to be sworn in. We here when you weren't sworn in.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as you sworn to the God on the last great day?
Yes, I do.
And what's your position with the borough?
Code enforcement officer, building code official, and zoning officer.
Thank you. To make sure Mary can hear your testimony, please go ahead and continue.
Yeah, in 2007, there was a hillslide behind the 3 houses on Martha Street. It was recommended by the gas company and also the county to condemn the houses at that time.
Dave, were you the building inspector
I
or
was-
the person, or were you involved at all in any of this?
No, Fred Kinder was the building code official at the time.
Thank you.
What I recall was that it was based on engineering, and also the county, they recommended us not to touch the structures at that time because of the soil makeup. Those hillsides could go at any time, and they said just leave them sit as long as you could.
All right, any other questions from council? Do you have a question, Mr. Youngins?
Yes, I think the lady's worried about being charged for tearing it down, because you're saying there's a lien on it.
Well, there's not.
Well, there would be.
There will be.
But the lien stays with if they sell the property, then that's when the lien will be.
Yeah, the lien is attached to the property. The borough is not pursuing her personally.
Right.
The lien will be attached to the property. The borough doesn't intend to sue you personally,
Thank you.
but you will have that lien on the property if you ever sell it. Okay? All right, anyone else have questions?
I question what happens after it's condemned. The condemnation process goes on and it still sits there, then it's the borough's responsibility to knock these structures down?
It's never the borough's responsibility. It's the borough's choice to condemn and raise a structure because it's a nuisance, an eyesore, a public safety hazard. It's the borough has the legal right to do so, but it's not obligated to do so.
Okay.
Any other questions?
But there is grant money to do this, correct?
I think we have grant money. I don't know.
Yeah,
if David
the county awarded Munhall funding to tear down all 5 of these structures this year.
Yeah, and the county will insist that liens be filed against the property. That's the routine. It has to be done. Any other questions?
And the money that the county awarded us will cover the total demolition of those 5 properties?
I can't guarantee that, but hopefully we'll cover it or near it.
Yeah, we haven't put it out for bid yet, so it's just an estimate. We don't know. Until we get bids, we don't know exactly what the cost will be. All right, we have to condemn first, then get bids, and then if the funding is adequate, then the structures are demolished, and then the liens will be filed. That's the order of procedure. Any other questions?
I mean, it could come, we only have enough funding to do 4 out of 5, depending what we end
Entirely
up.
possible.
Right.
Will this impact the other ones, the other properties that are slated to be demolished?
No, it's a separate, that's the next application for
basically for next year. So we shouldn't have
You have to talk loud enough so I hear.
I'm sorry, no, there shouldn't be an impact on any future funding from the county.
Do we know the stability of the hillside there? Is that not up above Ravine Street down there where the landslides are further? Is it close to that area?
No. No, Rick, it's not.
Okay. So is the hillside, has it ever been stabilized, or is it just still there, unstable? Any knowledge of that?
I believe it's hard to even get back there, so you wouldn't
Yeah.
know.
It's a straight drop off. But the last one we demoed, we left the foundation intact so that it would
Hold it together.
hold the soil.
Volume, guys, she gotta hear you.
I don't think anything.
All right. Did you get that, Mary?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's my job to make sure that Mary gets all the words spoken. I don't mean to yell at anybody. Let's keep our voices up. All right, anything else, Mr. Brennan?
Well, no, I'm just wondering, in the future, what happens to those lots? They just sit there forever? Can they be given away to the side lot program, or what can be done with them?
Well, the owner can sell them. A neighbor could apply to the vacant property recovery program as an option.
Rick, you been by there?
Oh, I've been there. I've been in the houses.
There ain't much land there.
I know that. And that's part of my question is, are they gonna be sitting there forever, and the borough's gonna be cutting them lots forever, and it's gonna be just a problem?
Well, the borough doesn't own the land. This condemnation process doesn't transfer title to the borough. This lady here is still gonna own it unless she sells it because she's still the titled owner. This process gives us the legal right to go onto her property and demolish a hazardous structure, and then the property debris is removed and the lot is level, and then we leave. We don't own it.
And if we should have to do any maintenance on the property as far as cutting grass, we can put liens on that property also.
Yeah, but it would still be incumbent on the owner. If this happens and the lot's cleared, then you would still have an obligation to cut the grass. If there's grass there, I don't know.
Mr. Reed, you're familiar with that situation. How are you gonna do it in Homestead?
Just, if they don't cut the grass, just leave that property, but most of the vacant lots we have owners.
Speak up, please.
I'm sorry, most of the vacant lots that we have in Homestead, the owners cut their grass, or our public works does it, we just.
And that's the procedure.
Right, that's the
Okay.
procedure. At the end of the year, we leave them what they cut all summer.
Mary, did you have the identity of the council people that spoke?
I wrote it down.
Okay,
I
just
wrote it all
want to make
down.
sure. Okay. Anything else from anybody? Okay, that concludes the public hearing. Thank you all for attending. At this time, at council's pleasure, you can make a motion to condemn those 5 properties and instruct the borough solicitor to prepare a written adjudication.
Motion.
Second.
Who seconded?
Tim Eads.
Tim Eads.
Got it. I put numbers, I'll
Mr.
know.
Wood, Tommy?
No. You do it.
Take a vote on condemnation of all the properties. 1709 Martha, 1713 Martha, 25 Harrison Street, 26 Harrison Street, and 1214 Louise Street. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Motion
Motion
carried.
carried.
That's it for the condemnations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Public presentation from Diane Walker, she's not here. I attended a accelerated meeting last week. It was kind of really interesting on some of the projects they have planned, trying to get funding for. One is a fishing pier in Munhall. Anybody aware of that? Okay. It's behind the apartments in Munhall. It's part of an abandoned pier from the Homestead Works. There's actually a catwalk that goes out to it. And they applied for a grant for an observation deck, which they were turned down. But the DEP, they applied for it as a fishing pier, they got approved. So the grant's not here yet, but possibility they're going to work on a fishing pier down there. And I saw some of the drawings, it's pretty neat stuff. And also a riverfront park on West Homestead That'll be part of an entertainment barge. That is down where the sandcastle area is. And it's just something that the accelerator's gotten into, and it's pretty exciting stuff. So Mrs. Walter isn't here, by the way. She's doing a great job. She's been here only about 6 months. She's really moved things along with the enterprise. Okay, I'll take any other public presentations that we're not aware of? None? Meeting minutes for September 2025. Motion to approve?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
September 16th through 25 council meeting minutes. Take a motion?
Motion.
Second? All in favor? Mayor's report.
This Saturday, we have the annual Halloween parade. It starts at, lineups at 2, parade starts at 2:30, and it starts at Commonwealth Bank, and we'll go to the number 4 Fire Hall on Main Street. Tomorrow, they're packing treat bags up at number 4 Fire Hall. Anybody who wants to go up and help pack bags is welcome to go up and help. From what I hear, the parade probably still needs some help on Saturday for people, for when the kids come in, passing the treat bags out, serving the pizza, the drinks, hot dogs, or whatever. We're gonna have some of the shift come in a little bit early from the 2 to 11 shift. The chief has some guys coming in early, so we have some coverage. Don't we get the light sticks?
You did.
To pass out? Yeah, I saw the boxes over there, I figured it was in. So we'll have the police repassing light sticks out to the kids, which they can use on Halloween. There's a little more added to the parade this year. I got the chief to get some horses, haven't had horses in the parade in a while. We got them from the county chief?
County police.
County police. We got some horses, and we're still working on some bagpipe if possible.
I'm going to walk in front of the horse, just so you know.
Free of charge.
And, I said a thing today, that the Munhall Cares Group is going to want to do, they're not going to do the market night for the holiday market this year, just because last year was too iffy with the weather. A lot of vendors didn't show up. Ones that did show up went home early because of the cold. Instead this year, I said a thing over to David today about getting on December 13th from 8 to 12, having a Santa up here, visit with Santa. So we're going to do that from 8 to 12 on December 13th.
Where at?
Up here in the community room.
Okay.
8:00 a.m.
Well, it won't start till 9. I think we're starting at 9, the visits, but 8 o'clock, we need the room starting at around 8. So, set up and so forth. And I think it'll go to 12, from 9 to 12. And we're going to start thinking about the holiday, what we're going to do for the holiday, light up night. The borough building, we could, of course, we want to light up this borough building a little bit. I know Public Works, especially Glenn, has been a big help with that over the years. Or I know that Ms. Fry's been talking to some people about trees on Main Street already. And I've had some people ask about that also. So we're probably going to see hopefully more trees this year than last year.
Are the Main Street trees going to coincide with the tree here? Or are they going to be a little later? Really nice talked about it. The trees on Main Street are going to be a little later than our night, I think.
I think so, because the individuals setting them up, it's, I think they may actually be working on them that week and the week after.
Right.
Where's the light up night gonna be at?
I'm guessing right now we'll probably just continue up here. And then we'll try maybe to do something with the trees on Main Street too. When we have them all up and a good date, when they're, all ready to be viewed. So we may do like a double thing this year.
That December 13th date, also just to note that Homestead Cemetery will be doing Wreaths Across America.
Oh, that's right.
At 12 p.m. at the cemetery.
Okay.
We'll be laying wreaths on the veterans' graves. Wreaths are available for people to purchase for the different veterans. But that'll begin at 12 p.m. on the 13th also.
Sounds good. That pretty much concludes my report.
All right. Mr. Solicitor.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I just have one item, already did the condemnation hearings. So this pertains to motion 4. It's really to update the public on the LERTA ordinance. We are moving as quickly as we can. We already had a public hearing on this. Council has decided the final draft of the LERTA ordinance that the deteriorated area will include the entire borough. So all property within the borough will be eligible for the LERTA exemption. And Borough Council has determined to set the tax exemption schedule at 5 years. So a 5-year limit. Year 1, 100% tax exemption. When I say exemption, this is the cost of the increased value attributable solely to the improvements, not the base cost. So year 1, 100% tax exemption. Year 2, 200%, excuse me, year 2, 100%. 100, 100. Year 3, 70%. Year 4, 50%. Year 5, 30%. And the 6th year, the exemption is concluded. That was the final decision by council. I sent it on to the county. The county said they have no issue with it, so we're ready to go. And that's why we have a motion, number 4, to advertise. We're required to advertise next month, and council can adopt the ordinance. So I don't know if anyone has any questions about the LERTA for me at this time. Otherwise, that concludes my report, Mr. President.
Mr. Duncans, Mr. Eads, and Mr. Brennan met a couple weeks ago on the LERTA. Anybody want to get an update on what we decided, that you guys decided that night? 5 years, we're going to do 5 years?
Yeah, we just said.
But I mean, you guys met,
Yes, we did.
you guys met and discussed this, nothing came up.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Engineers report.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just update on Main Street, we met with contractors on Monday. Mr. Soltis, the grant writer, Dan Soltis, is gonna reach out to 3 of the 4 funding agencies to see if we can adjust the scope to include electrical. But the contractors were willing to work with us to try to get things started, so we're gonna work with splitting up the project into 2 phases. But both of them were busy up until December, so if we need to get something started, we can, but they're not in any hurry, so if we gotta push the spring in order to get the next round of grant funding under our belts, then we can do that. And Ravine Street, speed humps are in and working great. Rear parking lot's finished, and Creek Street's pending DEP permitting and rebidding, which I hope to have before next meeting.
And the speed bumps are in, marked.
Yep, signs are up, striped.
How's that been going down there, Jay?
It's working great.
Right.
Actually, during rush hour, there's less traffic, there's less speeding. We got a few people that just don't care. They just beat up their vehicle.
Yeah, great.
We're gonna look at a couple other places, see if we can get some more in. They seem to be doing great.
I talked to people for the last year, and they told me, well, Ravine Street, I have a friend who lives down there. You can walk out his front door to that podium, and you'd be in the street. And he said, I'll believe it when I see them. And he saw them, so I'm really happy they're in. Code enforcement.
You have a copy of my report. Building permits issued 21, occupancy inspections 21, legal letters sent 25, code enforcement letters 47. I had court hearings, 41 total court hearings, 17 people were found guilty, a total of $16,525.
How do you think anybody's gonna pay that day?
Well, you might have a few, but not much, not many. And one thing about code enforcement, people might say, oh, it's good you got, $16,000 worth of fines. That's the worst thing. You kind of would want everyone to not do it as what you say by, when we notify them first with the door knocker and then send them a letter.
Right.
Like our last step is to take someone to the magistrates.
So how many people react when you're first notified? Just a guess. More than you think?
More, yeah, majority do, you know what I mean,
Right, okay.
but like, probably around 50-60%.
Okay.
But like all these hearings, I might have like 12 hearings, 2 people show. And we usually give them a continuance, because they are trying to make an effort.
Right,
They have a story, or, you know, I mean, they'll try to get to it, or this and that.
okay. Anything else, Dave?
That's all.
Public Works?
We started, up on Mercer Street. We'll finish that this week.
Started what?
Start paving.
Okay.
We'll finish paving this week, depending on the weather. Then we just gotta start Boone Way.
By the way, we got the, that'll be taken care of tonight,
Yeah,
and then we can move on after that.
yes. So I have.
Police Chief?
Thank you, Mr. President. Calls for service, we have 621 calls, 23 arrests, 74 traffic stops, 43 citations. And all Munhall officers were trained and certified on our new Taser 10s. And several officers worked as state-funded clicker ticket driving traffic enforcement throughout the borough, which was very successful.
Anything else?
That's all I have.
Fire Chief?
Thank you, Mr.
Chief,
You got on here 23 arrests. What happens to them people you arrest?
They get let out of jail, and then they arrest them again, more likely. Sad, but true. We put them away, and they're not disorderly conduct. They're guns, you know, aggravated assaults, and just let them back out.
So they really don't spend no time in jail.
They get a non-bond.
Very, very rarely.
They spent a night or two.
Yeah.
They hardly ever get bonds anymore.
I mean, they start out at the magistrate then sends it down to the county, depending on the seriousness of it, and the county hears it, and usually they get, you know, probation, and they get short term in jail, but.
And the most amazing thing is, most of these actors were already on probation, and they just give them more.
Do we use our jail at all?
Yeah, we use them for, well, very rarely now. Since our incident we had, I worked it out with the county that we could take our prisoners directly to the county jail from the scene.
good.
Yeah, really good.
Yep, so we don't, only if in an emergency, if something happened, you know, out of the ordinary, but we don't use them at all now.
Chief, I got a question for you about the body cameras.
Yes.
We're lacking at the body cameras, or you only have, what, half of them are working? Or
Not even half.
Not even half?
Yep, we're in the process of, with the grant writer, of getting new ones.
So how long of a process does that take? Because I'm honestly, I mean, you need them now.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna give it a little bit longer with this, with the grant, to see if that's gonna be possible that goes through. If not, I was gonna talk to David and maybe just buy them at asset forfeiture. But we have enough now to keep us going to, you know.
Are they
if-
shared?
If
One's taken,
2 or
one
3
in?
more of them go, then we'll have to do that. We can't, I don't wanna wait anymore.
No.
Chief, can you give a quick update on our fleet? I know we have a couple cars that really aren't.
Yes, we have,
Some shouldn't even be on the road, maybe, right?
we have one that's borderline, it's inspected. Our mechanic, he's not been inspected again, he said. But we have 3 on the way. The truck's almost done. The 2 Explorers are getting outfitted right now.
And you work down the schools.
Fire Chief?
Thank you, Mr. President. For September, we had a total of 64 calls, 39 in Munhall, and 25 mutual aid requests.
Make a U-turn. Turn left. Then turn left.
Left turns are-
Make a U-turn.
Make a U-turn, should I leave?
It's off. I'll make a left, take left. How does it work if it's off? If it's off.
Big brother,
Our average response time from dispatch to en route was 2 minutes and 32 seconds, and our dispatch to on scene was 4 minutes and 35 seconds. The tower is now back in service as of October 2nd, and the SPIRT is back in service as of October 17th, which means we're finally back to a full fleet. Both of those units were out for about 7 months. We did our fire prevention at St. Teresa's and Park Schools with approximately 630 kids. We also did a safety day at Lowe's on the 18th, and we are doing a talk at the Parkview Towers tomorrow. And our units will be assisting with the mayor and Munhall Cares to block the traffic for the parade, and all of our units will be out for Halloween patrol.
Thank you, Chief. Any questions for the Chief? Manager's report.
A couple things. First, I'll pass these out. This is the bid form for the build out for the building. The initial, if you remember earlier in the year, I proposed just building out a hallway on the second floor to then have Chad and Carlo come and build out for their own spaces. But then I combined that with the security measures we need in the building for the borough staff. So putting a security wall in before the mayor's office and having and upgrading the security of the building overall. So that this bid reflects both those things. And there's also a discussion with the police about using the space in the third floor sunroom as a armed combat training facility. That also includes a build out for just a corner of that floor to access from the stairwell on the police side into that room. So all three of those things are listed here and I'd like to get actually out to bid. Council will vote on it and put out the bid for solicit bids. So if there's any questions so far, we've talked about this for a while, but to finally have the thing in place.
Chief, could you elaborate on what that third floor thing is about?
I'm sorry. We have mandatory training every year. And it's with tactics, and Todd Shipley and Sergeant Smoley, they teach it. It's a pretty good class.
So what do they do in the room up there? What are they gonna do? I mean,
They put the mats on the floors and on the walls and that, because you roll around on the ground pretty loud.
Pressure points, groups.
Well, if we have any other plans for that third floor, which we're working on, would that,
Yeah, it's not gonna affect.
not permanent?
No, it's not permanent.
Oh,
You
okay.
just pull the mats up.
All right, okay.
Yeah, it's not gonna be permanent. It's not gonna,
And we can use it with other departments too.
yeah, we could train, Homestead and West Homestead too.
Yeah. But if we decide that, there's a couple people looking at the third floor.
Yeah, we'll just pull them out.
No
It's
problem.
no big deal.
Bernie, is there anything new on the old borough buildings?
What new would you like to have? I don't know.
I don't know, something nobody's done about
I
it.
don't know. I don't know.
Are we gonna rip it down, or?
Don't know.
It cost over $1 million to rip it
We've been
down.
sitting there for how many years now? It's kind of like, that's it. And it's sitting there before I come back, and it's sitting here still. I don't know what to tell you, Rich.
I know.
You've been here all these years. I mean, you know. I don't know. You're here. It's there. Firemen are still working out of it. They're kind of isolated in that corner, you know.
Oh, that's fine,
Yeah.
The budget is moving along. I've been able to make some adjustments to it, so it's now in budget. Our budget matches our expense matches our income. But November 10th, as we discussed last week, will be the public meeting, finance meeting to discuss the budget with the public and the council. For any comments anybody has, I can make it, wait until after that meeting, I'll make it available once we've kind of hammered it to a good spot. But we can discuss it and get the input of the public on what they'd like to include in the budget.
Right.
So that's November 10th. What did we decide on? Was that 6 o'clock?
Yeah, 6
6 o'clock here. Last thing is the charging station. We've had a little bit of a hiccup with that. So we're ready to start building the charging station down the lower parking lot, beyond where we paved it. It's all been cleared out now. But the cost from Kostavny is now about $50,000 to do the project, which is well beyond just giving them the award. So I've been trying to get additional bids. West Mifflin has 2 companies that are doing the same thing, and I got from Matt 2 companies that we're gonna reach out to and try to get bids from them. And then once we have that, then I'll bring it to council. I'd like to do it sooner rather than later, so I might, with the council president and the solicitors' input, once I get all the bids, I'd like to email them and get them out to everybody to review and do a vote before the next meeting.
Okay,
Just because I want to get this going before the end of the year.
we can do that.
Yeah, and I discussed this with David, my understanding, and I know they did this in West Mifflin too, this is a very specialized electrical service, is my understanding.
Yes.
And you have to have the proper certifications and experience to perform a project like this. So we're very limited on possible bidders. So we're making every effort we can, but that's my understanding of this type of work. It's not just your basic, install a light socket. So for that reason, we're trying to find as many bids as we can, but we are going to be limited. So that, we'll take what we get, and the council can make an award based on that.
You can just do a phone vote?
Well, you could do that, you have to ratify next month. Yeah, if there's an urgency, that's the only time we do a phone vote, but if there's an urgency to get the
I was
project.
hoping to get the bids before tonight, but I haven't gotten them. So.
Okay.
We're trying to beat the weather a little
Right,
bit too.
Yeah.
So that's the urgency.
I mean,
Time is of the essence. right
yeah,
now.
Time
well,
is of the essence.
under those circumstances, there's an urgency, you do a phone vote next month, put a motion to ratify
Okay.
the agenda, that's fine.
We'll get it through, and we'll ratify the next meeting.
Yep.
Next voting meeting.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's all I have, unless people have questions for me,
Any questions from council?
or they'll come up.
Just seeing this maps paper, I'm just asking, are we going to pay maps to balance what we are going to?
Yeah, sometime the next month or so, we'll get the balance of them.
Because we only paid them half.
Yeah, we paid halfway through the year, and the other half of the, yeah, so sometime in November, I imagine we'll get that.
That would be great.
I know the MAP just had their subscription drive, and we sent ours out. I like to just say, it's a great deal to keep our own ambulance in town. You need to subscribe. They need everything they get, and they work hard. They're actually a union organization, and it's hard. How they keep going, I don't know, but they need all the help they can get. The subscription drive is out. Highly advise that everyone subscribe.
So Dave, I have a question for you as well. I know that we spoke about notifying legal tax that we did not want to renew our contract. Have we
Yes.
done
I've emailed them, they didn't get back to me, so I sent them a letter and a certified letter, and neither came back, so they know
that? So
fully.
it's a very important thing that we need to get on.
Yeah, we'll definitely figure out our options for next year. We have a year to figure that out, but they know, they've been notified with plenty of times.
No response at all. That's crazy.
No
Well,
response.
no, we need to make sure that we get it to them, that's why I'm.
Oh, no, they got it. There's no way they didn't get it.
Very good. Thank you.
I can call them up and confirm, but
You can probably do that.
yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, give them a call. Hey, you guys got the certified letter, and
Yeah, I'll make sure that,
And
I'll
if you
give
do
them a
that,
call.
make a note of it.
Yeah.
yeah. Any public comments on non-agenda items? None. Public comments on agenda items? None.
All right. Okay, so we've got the bills to pay for the month of September, obviously. Motion to pay bills excluding payroll for a period of September 1st to September 30th for $534,730.08.
No, second.
Motion is second. All in favor? Any opposed?
Motion to approve payroll for the period ending in July, total of $374,345.29.
Motion is second. We have a motion?
Second.
Motion is second. Mr. Reed, the second?
That was the motion.
Oh, the motion. Who's second? You guys are sitting close together. It's kind of hard to figure things out.
Sorry.
All right. You got that?
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion to send out a bid, as we talked about a few minutes ago, for the build out of the Munhall Borough building. Advertise it.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Mr. Youngkins and Mr. Bonadine, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Motion to advertise adoption of the Munhall Borough ordinance.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
right, Jamie has identified, this is for the 3 police officers, the first agenda I sent out late last week was 2, but we added a 3rd one over the weekend because we got the final background, all that stuff cleared up. So there are 3 officers up for hiring at this meeting with the amount there. I don't know if you want to say anything, Jamie, or just this. What?
No, I'm sorry, I was just wondering whether salaries are also different.
The experience.
Oh, okay.
Chad has
All right.
8
I was
years.
just curious.
Yeah, they came in different times.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
And is,
How many police officers do we have right now?
19.
19? Including the ones we're gonna hire tonight?
No,
That brings up to 22.
it'll be 22.
We're down from which?
20, we're down from 24.
So I'm kind of comfortable with 22 myself.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, I know, it's a good question. Yeah, it's, yeah.
so Chief, can we ask, the process goes through, civil service, they do the testing and everything?
Yes.
And then are these the top 3 test scores? Is that how they're hired?
No, we ended up with 4 candidates total.
Okay,
Several officers got different jobs, making more money. So we ended up with 4 candidates. So this is 3 of the 4. And the 4th one got disqualified with the background.
okay.
So we don't have another list. We have no more on the list.
No, that's it.
And then the 76,000, is that a starting salary for a police officer?
No, that's the 2nd and 3rd year salary is the same. That's the way our contract is.
And the 92 is what, a 5-year?
That's top rate. That's your 5th year, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Chief.
Will one of these officers be at Park School because they're the newer officer, or will the person who's there stay there?
No, they'll stay there. Unless the park requested someone different. Which is up to them, they pay for them to be there.
Okay.
Which I haven't heard anything, that sort.
Are they related to anyone in the borough, Mr. Coles, maybe?
That would be, no.
And Michael Mazer, that name sounds very familiar,
He's from Washington County.
so it's not familiar.
Yeah, he's not from the,
Okay.
nice kid, young kid.
Good.
I thought we needed a motion and a second to ask questions.
Well, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Just asking.
Okay, motion to hire Chad Truver as Munhall Police Officer with annual salary of $92,720.02.
Motion.
Motion, have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Motion to hire Darnell Coles as Munhall Police Officer with annual salary of $76,063.40.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Motion to hire Michael Mazer as Munhall Police Officer with annual salary of $76,063.40.
Motion.
Motion is second.
Second.
All in favor? We have 2 seconds. Mr. Bonadine was the second. The first second.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Motion to award the lowest bidder for milling for Boone Way from McClure Street to Library Place to John D. Caruso Inc. for $16,087.50.
We have a motion.
Second.
Motion is second by Mrs. Fry. All in favor?
Aye.
I hope we can get that done before the snow
Oh,
falls.
I do too.
We will. I'll notify them immediately tomorrow. Motion to instruct Borough Solicitor, this is something we talked about last week, to review the ordinance regarding third-party paving requirements to increase top coat from 1.5 inches to 2-inch binder and 1-inch top coat. I copied the ordinance, I think, pertaining to it, but if it's not in there, I'll find the.
I did have it, but the important thing is there's an Exhibit A, which is the drawing and specifications.
I'll get that. I'll
Okay,
get that for you.
that's all I have, thank you.
But a motion to have the solicitor review the ordinance.
I have a question on the motion. Would we have an ordinance now regarding this, or are we changing an old ordinance?
Changing an old ordinance.
So,
We do have.
One half to 2.
okay, now,
We have a street opening ordinance in place from, adopted in 2001 and amended in 2012. So we'd be amending that ordinance, those 2 ordinances.
Well, going from 1.5 inches, they have to replace it with 1.5 to 2 inches. 'Cause
I understand that,
it's
so-
not holding up.
It'll be
what,
3 inches.
what
3
is
inches?
3 inches.
what has been going on,
It
like,
says
if
two
you
in
pay
here.
Main Street,
Less an inch of top.
they're under the old ordinance.
Yes,
We're worried about that's not gonna hold up.
it hasn't been.
It hasn't been holding up, so how do they know what we have to require for them to repay? How do they know what to do?
They have to go through our ordinance.
So what do? Do they come here and
They need a permit.
They need a permit.
who do they get the permit from? Boom. When you give them the permit, they know what they have to do, the specs are.
Yes, don't, like he said, don't go through the, our code.
Okay, so once this is done, who checks to make sure that they did it according to our specs?
Me.
You do.
You go by and check when they put the base coat and then the top coat?
Yes.
All right. I was wondering about that, how do we know what they're actually
They're gonna
funding?
tear up Summerfield and Roberta Street.
Okay,
And we did like a 4-inch mill and pave 4 years ago, 5 years ago. It's holding up pretty good.
okay.
When they go in there and put 1.5 inches,
They ain't working.
ain't gonna work.
Okay.
So we need to get,
Tough.
with the thickness of it and the amount of garbage trucks and stuff on the roads, we need to get a thicker base coat and top.
I'll talk to you, Bob and Matt, when I'm working on this, to make sure I understand your recommendations, and of course, the draft, we presented all the council to review before it's changed.
Okay.
We don't have a motion yet.
We have a motion?
Motion.
Motion and a second? All opposed? All in favor? Any opposed?
Motion to pay $36,960.60 to 911 leasing for a 5% down payment on the 2 Mack trucks.
Motion. Second.
Motion and a second?
Question.
Question on the motion?
Is the 36,000 for both, or is that
For both.
for each?
For both.
For both. Thank you.
I know I brought it up before. Do you think we should pay them off instead of?
Once we, so 911 leasing basically covers us until, it basically orders the truck, we get the trucks ordered. Until we get them delivered, we don't owe anything,
Okay,
and that's how it's structured with them. So at that point in time, when we get them ordered, probably, when they receive them, probably 9 months from now, if not a year, we can discuss how we want to
okay,
proceed.
okay. Thank you.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition?
Motion to approve the winter service agreement with PennDOT for snow removal of state routes. The solicitors reviewed it, and Bob has also confirmed that those, the contract is like what we have existing now, so it's just an extension of what we currently use.
Motion.
I have a motion?
Second.
Second. All in favor? Any opposed?
Motion to approve the 2026 MMO, minimum municipal obligation for Munhall pensions, for $40,832 for the Borough of Munhall retirement plan, and $289,416 for the Borough of Munhall police pension plan.
Any motion?
Motion.
Motion? Second?
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition?
This is, we talked about this, we're not voting on this because I don't have any.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, the
Yep.
phone vote, get it passed by next month.
Motion to select COTUS, this is number 14, COTUS remodeling to make repairs to fire station number 5 for $11,765. This is for the roof. This is part of the insurance payment we're gonna be getting from the insurance company for repairs from the storm from several months ago.
So the insurance is gonna cover it?
Yeah.
Okay. Motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Question,
Question?
did we get any other bids?
Yes.
How many?
2 bids. This one, extreme restoration. This is the cheaper by about 1,000.
Thank you.
Is that? No, never mind.
You done, Rich? You have a question?
No.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition?
Motion to apply for Act 152 funding from Allegheny County to tear down 4 houses on Cole Street. I realize I didn't put the actual amount on that one. Hold on a second. That is, here it is.
4 houses on Cole Road and 1 house on Ravine Street.
Yeah, Cole Road, it includes 1221 Cole Road, 1231 Cole Road, 1251 Cole Road, 1276 Cole Road, and 1275 Ravine Street. The grant application is for $128,000.
Motion.
Will that take care of it?
Yeah, hopefully. That's our engineer's best guess of the cost of the buildings.
Have a motion?
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor? Any opposed? I'll take any questions on the meeting?
Are we moving next month's meeting? To Veterans Day?
Right. We did talk about that. Veterans Day.
Veterans Day, moving the meeting. Veterans Day's a Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It won't affect me personally. Anybody, Rich,
The workshop.
I won't be here.
you won't be here? That's the workshop meeting.
Oh, I'll be here.
Workshop, what do you guys want to do? I'm fine with
I
that.
won't be here on the 11th either. I know I won't be.
I'm not gonna move the meeting then. We're good.
What's that?
I'm not gonna move the meeting then.
No.
No, okay, no, we're gonna have it.
We're not having a meeting?
We're gonna have it, yeah.
No, just have it.
Yeah, we're gonna have it. Take a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second? Meeting adjourned.